Let's dive in. Blade and Bow, who the hell are these guys? Because I haven't heard of them.
I don't know. I got Ann Bottle.
And Bottle.
And I didn't care for it. I thought it was fine.
That was years ago, right?
It was years ago. But I was at the local here the other day, and they had a 12-year just sitting on the shelf for $60.
60?
Yeah, it was like 60 to 70.
For a 12-year?
For a 12-year age-dated bourbon. Now, what's interesting about this one is this is a Solera cask.
This is different. Solera is typically used in wine.
Right. But what happens, so let's go into a little bit
What is the traditional Solera
of education. So typical Solera is a great big giant vat that you've got old, we'll just talk about wine. You've got really old wine sitting in, right? And then you add over the years younger wines. And so as they blend and mix, they then pull it out of the bottom, right? And then put it in their wine barrels. And that's a Solera wine.
I think I was told in wine traditionally it's a like triangular setup of say 6 barrels or whatever multiple of 3 you want. And it's in a pyramid shape, so it like gets rotated between all the different casks.
Yeah, so that's...
But the same concept. Like either you do it in multiple barrels or you do it in a big giant barrel.
Yeah, so in the whiskey world, I think of Solera, and this is just me, I could be 100% wrong. I'm a fucking idiot. I get it.
Take this with a whole table.
I get it, yeah. Like, yeah.
Just tell us how it is.
Don't listen to me.
Tell us how it is.
They have these great big vats, and they've got old whiskey sitting in said vats. They add leftovers, maybe the best parts of other vats that are younger, and then they let them mingle, and let them sit, and they keep adding and adding and adding, and then eventually they'll pump stuff out of it. Yeah, that's basically what I said the first time. I'm an idiot.
That's correct.
Yeah, so I kept it up on my phone.
Yeah.
Because I asked ChatGPT, and I'm not going to give you their tasting notes, but what I'm going to say is, here's what stands out. Aged at least 12 years old. No shit. 12 years age saving. If you know anything about bourbon, 12 years age saving. 104 proof, MSRP, $64.99. Annual limited release. Okay, so here's the important stuff. Unlike the standard Blade and Bow, which uses a Solera style blending system, the 12-year Solera release starts with 12-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon and is then integrated through a unique multi-vat Solera process. Now, I don't know what the hell that is. I'm not there.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Using large vats that previously held cognac, Bordeaux wine, Moscatel wine, super sweet, and then port wine, right? The goal isn't to make it taste like a wine-finished bourbon, but to layer those influences together more subtly than a traditional single cask finish. Nicole Austin, Diageo's Director of American Whiskey Development.
Diageo owns Blade and Bow.
Designed and released.
Okay.
And it goes in a flavor profile, but we're not going to go into that. Because let's just have fun with it. Let's figure it out.
What's your opinion on it so far?
I mean, before you turn the camera on, like, holy shit, you gotta smell this. Super rich, honey apricots.
Oh, yes, calling the stone fruit.
Yeah. Honey apricots, maybe a little peach.
Well, apricot and peach notes there.
But then you still got the vanillas and stuff.
Of course.
Caramels.
Oh, there's a lot going on.
Holy good. I told you when I smelled this, I'm like, dude, you gotta come in and smell this.
And I have a very low opinion of Blade and Bow because they're owned by Diageo. Well, not necessarily Blade and Bow. I have a low opinion of Diageo because, like, all over the bottle, they pay respects to Stitzel Weller, which is where the Weller line gets its name from.
Yeah.
It's like, this is just another one of the million brands that Diageo owns, but this is...
But when I saw this the other day,
I remember the Blade and Bow offering that you had in the collection previously being rather unremarkable.
it was okay. And the selling point was, oh, there's some old, Stitzel or whatever.
And it has
Whiskey in
a
there.
key dangling from it.
Yeah. But now this is something, I think this is something special.
Let's taste it before we
I mean, just on the nose,
make any...
I would
make
say
any
this
big
is something
claims.
special.
Oh yeah, you'll like that. Wow.
Okay, after reading that nonsense on ChatGPT, boy, that's wow.
What'd you get?
I'm gonna go back because I'm just trying to process it, but that's so good. That's like a great, almost like a cigar blend bourbon, you know?
Remind me of what a cigar blend is.
So they finish it like typically in cognac casks, port casks, sometimes Amburana casks.
Right.
Right. So they just age it in there to pull some of those flavors from the wood.
Yeah.
Wow, if you told me, I mean, the fact that that's a 12 year, but they don't lean into the finishing styles at all. They
Over
just,
100 proof too, at 104.
yeah, they just threw it out there. Wow, it's very jammy. And you know
Yes,
me,
you could call them the jammy.
I don't like jam. I don't like fruit preserves.
That's
but
right. That's right. You don't like the jamminess of jam. However, you like the jammy notes in
But I
your
love the
wine.
notes. Yeah. Yeah, just nice sugar. The apples, apricots.
Huh. That's quite good.
Huh.
It's quite good indeed. It's very dense. I'd be curious to know the rye content of that because it reminds me a lot of the Midwinters. The Midwinters is what we
yeah.
generally refer to as a Midwinter's Night dram.
But typically that's 95.5 rye. This is all Kentucky bourbon.
Indeed, but it has those thick.
Well, that could
Wine
be.
notes.
Well, okay.
That could be the finishing.
That could be the port finishing.
Oh, sure.
That could be the cognac finishing.
Definitely.
That you're like making that mental note, like, oh, this reminds me of this, without the 95.5 spice
Indeed.
that you get in it. But
Because
yeah,
this is not spicy.
no, not at all. But it's got,
It's very rich.
man, the fact that they could have came out with a 12-year cigar blend. I mean, I understand why they went the Solera route because
Sure.
that's what they're known for. But if I was sitting on the team, I'm like, dude, this is a cigar blend. Like, man, I'm so smart sometimes and I'm so stupid. But why wouldn't you do that?
What is a cigar blend?
So a cigar blend's typically going to be a blend of aging stuff in 3 separate barrels,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Or 4 separate barrels.
Why do you think they opted for the Solera instead of going the cigar
I
blend
think
route?
because that's what Blade and Bow does with their normal offering.
Okay.
It's a Solera finish, which,
Sure.
as we talked about, is just old whiskey, add new whiskey, add new whiskey, add new whiskey, and then it all blends together.
And then you dump it, and
You
then the
dump it.
process continues.
Yeah, then you continue, and then eventually you've got 25-year-old whiskey sitting in there, but you also got 4-year-old whiskey sitting in there, right? Where this, I think, would have been. Well, I'm going to say it. I think if they would have managed this as a 12-year age-stated, like, because I don't think there's rules for a cigar blend.
What do you think
I
would
don't think you have to finish them in separate barrels.
What do you think would have changed if they went that route instead of the route that they did?
They would have sold all these bottles and I wouldn't have found one. Honestly.
You think the Solera marketing is a little too weird for most people?
I
Whereas
think-
cigar blends.
Well,
is
I
a
think
little
people
more
don't
approachable?
understand it. I don't think they get it.
Oh, I see.
because Solera is a wine thing,
Right.
and most bourbon dorks
They don't know anything about wine.
they don't care about wine, so they see Solera and it's like, oh, whatever, it's some new fancy blah blah blah. No, not really. And since we looked it up on ChatGPT and found out that the vats that held cognac and port and whatever the fuck else I said in the beginning, I don't remember, but yeah, that's cool. Man, that's really, it's really cool. Wow. So if you like Fat Kid whiskey,
Oh, yes, Fat Kid whiskey being soft and sweet and pleasant.
oh, wow.
It's a rather remarkable bottle.
I tell you what, if I go back next week and they got more of these, I'll buy another one.
As a backup.
Yeah, that's so good. But I think that's missed. And you know, the marketers at Blade and Bow or at Diageo will be like, fuck off, you don't know anything. I'm like, you're right, I don't.
Right, you are.
But
However,
if you put a 12-year age-stated cigar blend,
I think the bourbon dorks should lose their minds for that.
I think everybody would be hunting for this bottle. So, if you like a Joseph Magnus, if you like a
What's the other? The Penelope?
Penelope cigar blend, although it's not as bright,
That's right.
right? But it's still
This is rather remarkable. I think if you're a dork about this whole hobby, you should pick this up.
if you see it and at the price the big box stores are charging, I'd probably buy two.
For good measure.
So yeah, this freaking cheers, bro. This shit's so good.
What a bottle.
Dude, one that I wouldn't have thought, honestly.
Honestly, I had no expectations going into this.
No, I have the regular Blade and Bow. I don't love it.
It's lame.
Don't love it. But this is
Call this a dark horse of the,
Wow.
the 2026 whiskey scene.
there's so many fruits with the cognac and the port and all the other stuff that's going on in there.
Very dense flavor profile.
Holy